Hi friends! I'm here today to share our story of the week again. I Don't Want to Be a Frog, written by Dev Petty. And before I read this story, I wanted to go over our vocabulary words for this week because we have not had a chance to look at them. And then we're going to try to find the vocabulary words in our story. So as I introduce each one of these vocabulary words to you, I want you to think of some motions that we could do to help us remember each word. So here is our first word, and this is wise. Having experience and knowledge. Wise. What could you think of? What motion could you think of for the word wise? You know what? I kind of like this picture, what this man is doing in the picture. He's thinking. He's putting his hand up to his chin and thinking about things. He has a lot of knowledge. So that's what we could do for wise. Okay, let's go to our next word. And friends, I apologize. There's some construction going on around my house. So if you hear some noises in the background, that's what it is. So I'll try to talk a little bit louder. Okay, our next vocabulary word is glum. Glum means sad or gloomy. So what could we do for the word glum? Can you think of a motion we could do? We could just put on a sad face. And like this girl is doing in the picture, she's hiding her head down because she is sad. But let's do a sad face for glum. Sad or gloomy. Our next vocabulary word is gobble. I actually think we had this vocabulary word earlier in the year, maybe with the book Plump and Perky Turkey, maybe? I'm not sure. So gobble means to eat in a fast and noisy way. What could we do for gobble? I think like we're shoveling food in our mouth. So pretend like you're just eating your lunch, your dinner really fast and putting food in your mouth. You're gobbling your food. Okay, let's go to our next word. Fierce. Ooh, extremely strong and ferocious. Like this big shark, he is fierce. What could we do for fierce? That's what I think of when I think of fierce. Like a big bear is fierce, or this shark. So make a fierce face and maybe put up your hands so you're really big, like you have claws. Like, fierce. That's what we could do for fierce. Okay. And our last word is garbage. Food or other things that are thrown away. What could we do for garbage? That's a hard one. That's a little harder to think of a motion. Maybe you could crumble up some paper, like pretend like, I'm gonna have to put this down for a second, like you're crumbling up paper and throwing it away. Crumble up, throw it away. That's what we could do maybe for garbage. Okay, so as we read our story, we are going to look for all of our vocabulary words in this story. When you hear one of our vocabulary words, I want you to do that motion when you hear it. So garbage, remember we're going to crumble up garbage, throw it away. When we hear the word fierce, when we hear gobble, shoveling food in our mouth like we're eating really fast, glum, and wise. Okay, you ready to read our story? Hopefully we'll be able to hear all of those words in our story. So I don't want to be a frog. Here's our first picture. Okay. I want to be a cat. You can't be a cat. Why not? Because you're a frog. I don't like being a frog. It's too wet. Well, you can't be a cat. I want to be a rabbit. You can't be a rabbit. Why not? Look, I can hop. Sure, but where are your long ears? Besides, what's wrong with being a frog? I don't like being a frog. It's too slimy. That may be, but you can't be a rabbit. I want to be a pig. You can't be a pig. Why not? Most of all because you're a frog, but also because you don't have a curly tail or eat garbage. We heard that word, garbage. I can eat garbage. Everyone says that until they eat garbage. Sorry, you can't be a pig. I want to be an owl. Of course you want to be an owl. Being an owl is the greatest thing ever. Boy, you would love being an owl. So can I be an owl then? No, of course not. Why not? Number 1, you don't have wings. Number 2, you don't look wise. Wise. We heard that word, wise. Number 3, you can't turn your head all the way around. Number 4, you are a frog. What's wrong with being a frog anyway? Too much bug eating. I see, but still, no being an owl for you. Why so glum? Glum. So why so glum? I don't want to be a frog. What do you want to be then? Not a frog. I want to be a cat or a rabbit or a pig or an owl. Something cute and warm. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Show you this side first. I love eating cats. I love eating rabbits and pigs and owls too. And I am pretty hungry. I might just go gobble up some right now. Gobble. That's terrible. It's who I am. But guess the one thing I never eat. You know what it is. Badgers? No, I eat badgers. Lots of badgers. Frogs? Bingo. Why don't you eat frogs? Because they are too wet and slimy and full of bugs. Oh, so it's good to be a frog? Yep. I guess you can't fight nature. We are what we are. You are a fierce hunter. Fierce. And you are a wet, slimy, bug-eating, very lucky frog. You shouldn't just be happy. Oh, you should just be happy you're not a fly. What's wrong with being a fly? And that is the end of our story. Good job, friends, for listening. So, let me go back to our vocabulary. Did we hear the word wise? we did when they were talking about the owl being wise. And glum, we heard the word glum. Gobble. They're talking about gobbling up the frog, the big dog was. Fierce, we heard that word. And garbage. Throw away the garbage. We heard all of those words. So great job listening to our story, and thank you for learning these new vocabulary words. Have a great day, friends.